up? On the building, holla at your boy. Talk to me. What's good? Who in the building, man? Holla at me. Let me see you. Yo, what the hell?
No cussing.
You right. But I'm no. It's asking me to pull this video up that I'm trying to upload, right? But it's not doing it by. Okay, hold on. There we go. There we go. Okay, why is my stuff grayed out? I just downloaded it. Why is grayed out?
Oh, it should be.
That's what I'm saying. Everything. You think that's iCloud doing that? That quick? It's snatching my stuff up that quick? I don't even think I got iCloud activated on it.
Yeah, but if you downloaded it, it should be on the hard drive.
I don't
You
need
should be able to go to your downloads folder and get it.
That's where I'm at. It's
And
not.
it's grayed out.
Yeah, it's grayed out, man. Talk to your boy. What up, man?
Now it's download.
But it's showing me the movie. I can click on the movie if I go through there, but
The movie or the video?
well, the video it says movie.
Okay.
This is weird.
I don't know if it's grayed. If it's grayed out, it might not have downloaded.
Nah, but it did because I it's right here in front of me. I can pull it up.
You just can't play it. Or what can you not do?
It ain't letting me see the photos. It's not letting me see the movies.
Do you have you got the streaming service open?
That's what I'm trying to post it to so I can show people. I don't know what's up with my comments. There's somebody on here, but they ain't saying nothing.
Hi, somebody.
Right, like we've been gone for a week. You don't miss us, we miss y'all. Holla at your boy. Who on here, man?
Welcome. You in our house now.
This is the Real Rap Talk podcast. If you don't know, it's about to get cracking. Trying to get this video for y'all. We have a lot to talk about. A whole lot to talk about. Y'all, I'm over here struggling to breathe, man. You don't even know what your boy had to do to be here at this time. I was 2,000 something feet up in the air like 2 hours ago.
It was more than that.
You think it was more than that?
You
Okay.
said 26,000 to be at the top. Yeah, so maybe like 20,000 feet up in the air.
I was whipping through all kind of crazy traffic just to get here to give y'all a show like I promised, man. So trust me. Having a week off and so much that done happened during the week, we got a lot to talk about, man. There's a whole lot to talk about. Especially those who, look, man, I ain't even dealing with this video. I can't.
Could be something inside the Mac that's making it do that when you had that third party program open. You know how they do sometimes.
Well,
because they recognize .movie files and do it.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, it may need to be converted to something. You have a
oh, boom. Okay, we in the game.
What you have to do?
I clicked something.
Good job.
Oh yeah, we in the game now. Your boy happy. I'm happy. We about to get it cracking, man. So on the side is an option. It say, what up, y'all? Jersey, where you from? It says custom files, and then you also, okay, you gotta play one video at a time. It replaces the other video. I was trying to line them up. What up, Kieran Ferguson? How you? My comments not showing up on my phone. It's weird. I ain't got time to figure out the logistics, man. Let's get this thing cracking, y'all. All right, everybody. We ready to get it in, man. Real Rap Talk Podcast. DJ Incredible. K Anonymous. We in the building, man.
Hello again.
How was y'all? How was everybody holidays, man? Y'all survived y'all family members? Y'all survived stuffing your face with all the gluttony and greed?
Right. Survived that banana pudding. I don't think I'm gonna ever eat banana pudding ever again in life.
What up? Peace, Brandon Williams. I feel bad.
About what?
I feel guilty.
About what?
Because I swore up and down I was not going to pig out, and I did. But the crazy part about it, though, yeah, send it to, hold up. I'm going to show you what to send it to.
Oh, you're going to show them where to send it to? You're going to put the...
There you go. Send it to that email right there. I said I wasn't going to pig out. Like, this is the first Thanksgiving I think I blew trees. So my appetite was a little bit different. And I think that's where I messed up at.
I don't know. I didn't do too much, but I ate a lot of banana pudding because that banana pudding was so good.
Yeah, I put up a post. Paula Dean could call me nigga. She can say nigga around me. That banana pudding was off the chain, man. Like on some real. I'm a lover of banana pudding. Like my Aunt Shirley, shout out to my Aunt Shirley, got me started with that as a youth. And then when I got married, my wife took over and was making the banana pudding. And then, you know, I ended up doing the joint myself. And boy, that Paula Dean recipe.
That one tops the cake. It takes the cake. But the
I ain't do that, y'all.
The chessman cookies, though, that's like, you could probably make anything with that and any type of pudding is going to be good.
But here's what I realized. Getting in shape, that ain't the problem. Like working out, that's not the problem. The problem is I love to eat. And I'm okay with my reality. Like, however that plays out later on down the line for me, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that, man. Like, I don't understand the need to starve yourself and then point out to other people, yo, is this and that and this and that. Now, don't get me wrong, because I don't eat pork, so, all right, that'll work. I understand that part. What I'm saying is, the other stuff, like the sweets and trying not to end up becoming a diabetic, or you get what I'm saying? Stuff with salt in it, and you don't want high blood pressure. And then fried foods like fried chicken is delicious, man. I gotta have a heart attack though, because I love fried chicken. I gotta have a stroke because I love fried chicken.
As long as you ain't eating fried chicken every day, like
I don't, but still, it's just with people associate that with that is what I'm talking about. I don't see somebody eating pork and I'll be like, you're gonna get worms and it's worms and do you see how the pig live? And like I don't do that to people. I just be like, nah, I don't eat pork.
Right.
And when they be like, oh, is it for religious purpose? Nah, you don't know about the pig? That's when the door open because you asked for it. If I gotta sit down here and break it down to you, then it is what it is, and then the debate goes on, and then people want to tell you how this is nasty and what chickens do. And I done seen chickens. You dig?
Us with the chickens are nasty too, though.
But who isn't nasty?
Deer.
Who isn't nasty?
Deer aren't nasty.
I'm just saying, you
some people eat like
if
deer
it's good, if it's good outside of pork, I might
as well just go ahead and eat pork.
I might try it. Like somebody offered me deer stew.
I ain't never had
deer stew
though.
I ain't on my country boy that hard yet, man.
Nah.
To be eating no deer and rabbit and turtle and frog legs and nah, man. I ain't there yet. You feel me? I'm not.
Well, I have tried frog legs. I ain't eating no turtle. Even when I had the chance to, I didn't. I'm just not doing that.
I had a pet turtle. I had 3 of them and they died. So I ain't eating no turtle.
I know you got your kids a turtle and kept escaping.
Hey, yo. Brandon Williams. We do the music reviews on Wednesdays, brother. This not the show that we do the music reviews on. We do it on Wednesday at 8 o'clock. But I got you. Glad you sent it in. I will be playing your joint on Wednesday.
Yes, thank you. Make sure you tune in.
Yeah, no
too.
doubt. Tune in though. Assalamu alaikum. Peace to the guys and nurse. Shout out to the brothers on lockdown in Allendale, Broad River, Evans, Graham, Goodman, Kershaw, Kirkland, Lee Correctional, McCormick, Trenton, and Trenton State Prison. I also want to shout out the Kings and the Queens. They know who they are. They know who they are. We have a grand show for y'all this evening, like the topics that I got lined up for y'all. We're going to deal with your boy Nate Robinson in a minute. We definitely got to talk about that. But I want to know, how was y'all holidays, man? Why y'all look? I'm still over here struggling. You're going to see me doing this the whole show. I feel uncomfortable, man. I did myself dirty. And what I'm supposed to do, punch myself in the face because I ate too much. I feel bad. I never wanted to pig out like that. You know what I mean?
Oh, you know what you gotta do?
That's the part.
You gotta clean your stomach
That's the part.
Clean your intestines
That's what's up, y'all. To have to go through, Periscope, YouTube viewers, Facebook viewers. Where else we are? Where we at? We all
YouTube? You said that.
I said YouTube. Yeah.
Twitch.
Shout out to everybody on those platforms. I be forgetting, man, because this thing does so much over here. I be forgetting we got all y'all over there.
Yeah, it's a long list of them. I need to go ahead and get on that IG.
So, should I hit him with the serious first? Or we gonna talk? Oh yeah. So
I don't want to talk about nothing serious.
I have to. It's written. I can't take this.
Just because you wrote it down.
Yeah, what do you mean? What do you
You
mean?
gotta talk about it.
South Carolina, brother. Where you from?
You just told somebody else.
I'm from everywhere, man.
What the hell?
I'll be all look. Hear me. Not 2 hours ago, but 3 hours ago. I was in the mountains, man.
Word.
Springfield, Ohio. Shout out Springfield, Ohio, man. Old town.
They got that lean on.
I was on the mountain, man. And I was trying to upload the pictures for y'all to see. But this thing over here.
Why you breaking that back up?
I wasn't gonna talk about what happened to you now. If you
Why you talking
if you would like to divulge to the people what happened to you, I'm quite sure
why you talking?
They will be more than happy to laugh at your pain.
Oh, yeah, right. Well, no.
Nah, you ain't gonna let them know what happened to you.
You should let them know what happened to you, though.
What happened to me?
What you mean? What happened to you?
What happened to me?
You know what happened to you? You couldn't breathe. You was
Hey
dying.
man, look, see, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I had to hike
You really didn't walk
up
nowhere.
up a hill.
You didn't walk nowhere. You walked from the parking lot.
Don't let her gas your head up. The parking lot go like this.
Yes, the parking lot
The
do
parking
go
lot
like this.
go like this. So, you know, if you on the treadmill and you got a 5.0 or 6.0 incline, you're going to feel that burn.
Yes.
It wasn't the walk that got me. It was how thin the air was being up that high. We talking about over 2,600 feet up in the air or maybe more. The air was thin. And I was getting short-winded, and I'm like, damn, I ain't even go nowhere, yo. But yeah, it was like that, man. And it just made me think about Thanksgiving all over again. It was like, yo, I kept picturing images of all the plates I had and how I stuffed my face like a fat kid, yo.
What?
With no shame, man. And I feel it, though. I feel bad. I feel guilty. I owe myself a lot because it's going to take a lot to work all that off, man. And it's cold. And it was cold up there, too, yo.
It was a little chilly.
Man, a little chilly, no.
It was a little chilly, but
no.
When we was walking, though, we didn't feel that chill.
See, that's what I'm talking about. It was cold.
It was cold, but we was walking.
I'm from the city. I know cold. It was pretty close to and then the wind was blowing. Come on, man.
You say that wasn't nothing compared to.
It wasn't, but it was cold enough for my fingers to be numb.
Amen.
And that's usually the first sign. So people who be getting trapped in the
said
woods,
that's the first sign of what?
that it's gonna get colder. And you're gonna be in trouble. Yeah, you're gonna be in trouble. So look, people who be getting stuck in the woods, lost, peace God, and they ain't got food, that cold, man, will put you to sleep and you'll wake up. If you wake up at all, a popsicle. You're gonna be like, come on, man. Like having frostbitten fingertips and frostbitten feet. Just being outside, playing football in the snow when it's cold up there in the city.
I've ever got frostbite
Man,
before.
you cannot directly go to heat once you go in the house. So the throbbing of your fingertips, your nose, your snot frozen, your eyes cold, your ears throbbing, your toes throbbing. It's not so much as your legs and your arms. It's them outside extremities that be suffering the most, like thin pieces of flesh like this. You feel it. You feel it, man. And it just
It
reminded
wasn't
me.
that serious up there. Like,
Nah, it wasn't. But
no,
but it had that potential.
it did.
Like, it's dark right now. I know it's way colder.
There,
Yeah, it's probably feeling
Yeah.
like 20-something degrees.
Yeah.
That's below freezing.
the temperature, it was a little bit warm here.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And then you had the wind blowing
Yes.
That
now,
does
the wind
not
was
help.
blowing.
at all.
Yes, the wind was blowing a little bit.
So
But-
look, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Nate Robinson, brother. Here's where I'm at with the Nate Robinson ordeal. I've seen people posting stuff talking about, well, at least he had the courage and
Curry.
yeah, to get in the ring and
With a YouTube
like
star.
if you dudes would be in the ring or could get in the ring, then blah blah blah, you see whatever, right? And I'm sitting up here like, yo, nah, cuz I heard somebody who claimed to know him say he could fight. Here's where I'm at with it. I've been around brawlers.
Not brawlers.
Yeah, you did
I ain't
brawlers.
heard that word in
When
a
you,
long
I'm just
time.
talking about the difference between street fighting and fighting in the ring, right?
Yeah.
Athletically, he was in shape
Yes.
to do better than what he did.
Right.
That's what we judge him by. 2, you from up top, you supposed to have some type of boxing game whatsoever. Like, it's mandatory you know how to fight if you from up top. I don't know about now, but when I came up, you had to fight. We went to PAL, the Police Athletic League. We used to go to the gym. You ain't have to be the dude who box, but you at least went in there and knew, because you know when you come out the gym, you might have to fight. You feel me? So most people from where I'm from, they knew how to at least throw some hands. I ain't saying they won every fight. Some people were more skilled than others. Sometimes luck might play a part in it. Sometimes you might be too high. Sometimes you might be too drunk. There's all kind of things going on. You know what I mean? But I saw no street fighting in him. That's what I think people don't understand when we judge Nate Robinson about his performance. You led with your head. You don't fight nobody with your little kids do that when they babies and they first start walking and their head too heavy. That's how I look. You led with your head. You ain't really throw no punches, my dude. Like,
That's why he got hit in the head.
it was almost like, you know, when somebody fight but they don't want to be there. That's what it looked like. So I'm like, okay, I hear the naysayers. But what was the point? If you wasn't in there to win, what was the point?
Oh, no, he should have quit, though. 45 seconds in, he almost got knocked out.
Right.
Or he did get knocked out.
But
On the floor, on the ring.
look, you got dudes who are skilled boxers, meaning it's certain levels to training, like it's so many, right? We not gonna go off of that. What I'm going off of, you show me that you at least know how to throw some punches and back up. Because you got to see what's coming after that. That was invisible. That he ain't show that. He kept running into punches by a dude that was bigger than him and he was getting hit. So you basically set yourself up for the results on that. You got to think, Mike Tyson fought a lot of people that was taller than him. He knocked them out. So we can't do the whole size comparison because that doesn't matter. They say the bigger that they are, the harder they fall. That's where that comes from.
But if they were taller than him, that means they were skinnier than him.
It's not about skinny. What I'm saying is, he kept charging the other boxer.
Yes, I saw that.
Leading with his head,
I saw that.
not his punches.
Yes, I saw that.
Okay, nobody fights like that. This is what I'm trying. Nobody fights that way. Okay? If your head is the target, why would you lead with
I don't know.
Why would you lead with the target?
I don't know. It was terrible. It was a horrible
Unless
fight.
you have killer instinct in you when you're boxing, meaning you really want to whoop somebody's tail. Okay? He didn't have that. So now it defeats the purpose of you even being in the ring because it's more gimmicky. So it's technically you're there to be knocked out because that white boy wasn't playing. He was hitting you and you allowed it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was hitting him.
Yep.
So it ain't, you can't say, whoa, this was an exhibition. Nah, that white boy wasn't playing. He wanted to showcase his skills.
Yeah, it said under the thing he had one knockout already.
But that's what I'm saying.
I guess he had been doing that. He had one knockout.
You fighting somebody who, let's say, you don't know their skills, but you know you, so you're ready. All right? You find out in the fight if that's a good matchup for you. You did?
Yeah.
Nate knew beforehand.
That he was not.
Right, what you dealing with. So why would you bring that sorry ass game to the fight and get your ass whooped? And
hey.
Ass is not bad. Ass is actually good. Yeah, you left your mouth open. But why would you leave yourself to be exposed by the masses? And all you dudes out there defending Nate, man, shut your ass up. Because your points are not valid. I understand you trying to stick up for the brother. I understand you mean good. But think about what y'all saying. Y'all ain't doing it. You just jealous. This man is a 2-point athlete. Yeah, all of that you saying, he still got his ass knocked out.
Sure did.
So
how many rounds was it?
He got knocked out like 3-4 times.
I know he did that, but how many rounds was it?
2. He had already been knocked out several times going right. Come on, man. Come on, man. And I guarantee you, the people that's coming to his rescue ain't no street dudes. We don't care about that. You seen Friday. You got knocked.
You did.
Simple as that.
A couple of times. 3 times. Like, what was you doing? You should have quit.
Now, being a Jersey cat, we made up top dudes look bad. On top of that.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
And I think it was more about that.
Where is he from?
New York.
Well, that's on New York.
Right, but you put that on New York.
But that's on New York.
You wasn't just representing Nate Robinson. You was repping NY. And NY don't play that. NY probably ain't even claiming Nate. They're going to be like, oh, he from that other part. Like, that's how you find out.
The other part?
That's how you find out where somebody from.
What's the other part of
I don't know.
It's another part to New York?
It's farms in New York. You don't think of farms when you think of New York?
But I believe that
New
York has a countryside.
Mm-hmm.
All states have a countryside.
All right. Let's get this thing cracking, man.
We ain't cracking yet? Is that the serious subject?
What, Nate?
Yeah.
No, that was the humorous side of anything. Nah.
Is there anything else? You don't never do... Okay, you don't never do... like light stuff and then end it with the serious stuff. I'm
gonna have some humor after I get this off.
All right.
What
is it?
So listen, people. Let me get my camera angles right.
Get your camera angle right.
A war is coming. And some of us are not going to make it. While you sit in fear of COVID, what you need to be aware of is the hidden agenda. I'm afraid most will submit, in turn, lessening our numbers. I see blacks that already know we may not win this war, selling out at a phenomenal rate. Beware of the devils in sheep's clothing. Ask yourself, while they kill you with kindness, what recourse will you have when the side gets picked? Who will fight for you? Precious time is wasting and most are not prepared. Research the research while you can, at least to give yourself a fighting chance, because it is coming. So to everybody that was running around talking about the dollar and the Illuminati and the cashless society, this is what I have for you. Okay? Y'all played a part in this in my eyes. Y'all need to find a better way to communicate and get the right people the info. Organize better. This social media is not the way to get info out if it's supposed to be a secret. Dig it what I just said. Because if you trying to put me up on game, if there's no code, they see it too. This has been the problem where they feel like they have some power. We're on this one box, chatting. Nothing's a secret no more. No codes, none of that. No slang, none of that. They know it all. To the point that they're so comfortable, they have enough research and information on us for a few generations ahead of the game. So instead of trying to put me all the way up on game, we need to start working on the generations that need to be prepared. This is the unselfish act, because technically they already have us. There's nothing that we can do. You're going to find out when this vaccine come out. There's nothing that we can do. So you have to ask yourself, what generation, who are we saving? You got a lot of people my age, they dying in their 40s. You got cats dying in their 30s. A lot of these young boys is dying before they even reach 25. Then you got older cats in their 50s and 60s. Death is inevitable, okay? We're not talking about that. We're talking about people speeding up the process. You not knowing when you're dying, right? But what are you preparing for them? Your little cousins, your little brothers, people who lack knowledge. What are you doing to prepare them? Because just talking to people now, you don't see organization. Like, I'm not fooled by the protesting, all right? That's not what gets my jaw hard. People say, well, you need to organize and we lack leadership. It's too late. For that lit to even happen, it's too late. There are only certain defenses that we can take that they even respect. And it's like, financially, you can shut some things down. It's done happened plenty times before. Okay? We still have the power when it comes to the money. And it's not that many after this. Okay? It's like when you cut people off. When you cut people off, you stop dealing with them, then, you know, that connection is not there no more. Okay? You got to do them the same way. All of these people that we put in power. Now, how I got here with this. Rest in peace to AJ Crooms and Sincere Pierce from Coca-Cola, Florida. These are the two young boys who were killed by the police recently. Yeah. AJ Crooms and Sincere Pierce. The cops thought the car was stolen. They were looking for a stolen car. That car wasn't it. Here's what's crazy though. The boys were scared, so they peeled off. The cop claimed his life was in danger. It wasn't. He shot the driver and the passenger. Right. It's not getting a lot of media attention. I'm bringing it to your
But
attention.
I haven't. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, I have not even heard
He
this.
shot the driver and the
As they were
passenger.
pulling away.
Yeah. How do you kill the driver and the passenger? The passenger wasn't endangering your life, but you killed him anyway.
But as they're pulling away from you,
Yeah.
you thought your life was in danger.
Yeah. These are
A
two.
state trooper or
I don't know. This in
no.
Coca-Cola, Florida.
Okay.
Teenage boys. And apparently good kids. But
Yeah,
they
the
were
car
afraid.
wasn't stopping.
They were afraid of the situation
Right.
because cops can be overbearing sometimes, and you
Right.
never know that whole pull a gun out on you and
Right.
surround you. People don't with what's going on in the world. People don't always react the same. But point being, he killed the passenger, the person that wasn't driving. Which is why you can't say you thought your life was in danger. You killed everybody in the car. That has nothing to do with the vehicle itself.
Yes, a lot of things wrong with that.
So, teach your kids how to survive the process when dealing with the police. Stop letting the cops be the judge, the jury, and the executioner, man. Like, this conversation needs to happen. Yeah, everybody with that F12, whatever. You can go a long way with a kind gesture when you're dealing with the police, man. There's a process. Understand this. When you're dealing with the police, right? If you caught, ain't no need to put up no fight. Ain't no need to lie. Matter of fact, don't even tell them nothing.
Right.
You caught.
Right.
Just go through the system.
Right.
Bond yourself out if you got money like that.
Right.
And get back to your business alive.
Right.
It's that simple. I don't know what people so afraid of. It's not really like that in certain areas with the police. They have a job to do, my dude. So go through the process if you're caught. If you're caught. Now, if you feel like you got one of them ones, and you trying to run game on them and all of that, it don't work with everybody.
It sure don't. And some of them get offended when you play with their intelligence.
Think about it this way. And I try to explain to people, the police have a very, very hard job, man. Like, this is aside from you petty drug dealers who don't want to go to jail because you out here trying to make some money, all right? We passed the point where I can cuss.
Are we?
Fuck out of here, nigga.
All right, what time is it?
It's 9:45. I can cuss now. Now you about to get the Real Rap Talk podcast.
Oh, my God. Y'all done did
Fuck
it?
out of here, nigga. All right? If you know the streets and you know how to deal with the police, you'll be okay. If you understand the court system, you'll be okay. A lot of dudes already know as soon as they get caught what kind of time they facing. All right? You did? Then there are those who don't belong out here with the real people who need to trying to put food on their table and they gotta survive. All right? It's for you amateurs. You get locked up, you get processed. Okay? Once you get processed, after you get your little phone call and they do your little paperwork, and depending on what your charge is, you get a bond. Most people do. If you get a bond, that means you get a get out of jail card, but you might have to spend a little cheddar. Now, I've never understood why dudes, you decide to get into a game where you have a chance of going to jail or prison and you don't have money for that. That's 101 right there, bruh. And it's a lot of dudes can't even do that. Like, I used to talk junk to dudes who do that. We talking about dudes who don't even want the cuffs on them, man. They don't even make it to that point. They get shot doing something stupid. The cops have a job to do. Let me get back to this. And this ain't in defense of dirty cops, because I've seen those too. I done experienced all that, y'all. What I'm saying is, a cop could have just left a house where he saw a 2-year-old baby or a woman who was murdered that looks like his daughter, okay? And your ass is his next traffic stop. Think about that psychologically, man. And instead of going through the process and just being respectable, you want to have an attitude and act all uncivilized. You think he about to put up with that shit? I ain't saying it's an excuse to kill people. I'm just trying to get you to understand mentally, these people are human. And they have a job where they see things we don't see. We don't have to deal with decomposed bodies and storylines of rape and murder and kids and people being burnt up in houses. And they do this shit every fucking day, man. Just think about that for a minute. Every day they do this. And then they gotta go chase drug dealers and all kind of things, man. And we lie. Most of us lie all the time, trying to get out of some shit, right? You get your street smart cop, because he kind of talk to you a little bit different. He like, come on, man. This ain't the one that want to bust you in your head just because. You get that cop. He don't want to hear that shit neither. Sometimes cops even help you out of a situation. But if you lying and you a piece of shit, he ain't gonna respect that, because you don't respect him. But notice, the key word is respect. A lot of times, keep respect in the process. Doesn't always work. But I guarantee you, the odds will be in your favor if you act accordingly. And trust me, I know. I done dealt with cops from up and down the East Coast, bro. You dig? I was in the military with the police. I done had conversations with all of them, yo. You feel me? So they just want respect, man. We want respect. That's how simple this shit is. They just want respect. But they don't always get that. Hell, I grew up with the cops that they don't want to have to chase you. If they got to chase you, and if they catch you, they whooping your ass. And we knew this. So we tried not to get caught. We know we making this man run and hop over fences and all of that, man. Don't get caught. But when you are caught, or when the situation arises, hey, look, I done had cops pull guns out on me at 14 for something I ain't even do. I'm talking about damn near the whole police force, man. And I had to not panic, comply, and, put my hands up. And yeah, I went home afterwards. It was a misunderstanding. But I've been in those situations where it could have went left. You did? You can't be afraid of the police. Let's not do that. Unless you live in one of these places where, it's them, that's different. But still, your job is to survive the process. So focus on that, man. And keep in mind that these officers, man, they see things that we don't see. They gotta have a family, distress, and bruh, we be complaining, man. If I had to be in a shootout and still be on the clock and gotta go hand out tickets and then you done seen police flying and you like, damn, something going down, wonder where they going. They're rushing to whatever it is. And like we all know, they have a brotherhood. So stop being naive when you talk about, yeah, the police is a gang. They are. They are a gang. with guns. So why would you play with that? If the odds are not in your favor, why would you gamble with your life with that? That's dumb as hell. So please teach your youngins the process. They need to know. Don't just tell them, don't do this and don't do that, don't do this. Teach them the process. Because even at a certain point, having that experience helps. You feel me? Having that experience helps. Whether it's filling out the paperwork, whether it's getting fingerprinted, whether it's the questions they come ask your ass after that, all of that is a plus. You dig? And stop frowning on, the people in your family that do crime. This is where you need to have them come in and give you some game. You dig? It is a necessary tool because these young brothers, I guarantee you, had they not freaked out, they might still be alive. The misunderstanding would have been taken care of, and they would still be here, man. Excuse me. I'm not saying it's their fault. And in no way, shape, form, or fashion. Just like the dude that got killed at the Wendy's in Georgia. Everybody wanted to be in the uproar, and I looked at that like, yo, he doing too much. Like, understand that. He did too much. So, yeah, you got shot. You don't shoot at the police with their gun and think you ain't gonna get shot. Nigga, what the fuck?
Oh,
But
missed a lot.
yeah. What we do today affects the next generation, man. What does it say about a country that has never elected the right man to lead us in even the playing field? This is another subject I want to speak about. Think about that for a minute. All these presidents we elected, we don't never elect the right motherfucker. Ever. How? Somebody please explain to me how we keep fucking up. I've been voting since I was 18, man. How in the hell do we keep electing the wrong motherfuckers? How? Can you please explain to me, ma'am? How do we keep electing the wrong people?
I've been voting since I was 18 too, and I can't tell you. You could say the wrong people keep running, but
You know what I thought about? I said, well, you see dudes, it might be a candidate you ain't never really heard of like that, but you see him and then you like him on the campaign trail. And then you got the names that we always know and we always see they was doing something, whatever. But then they hit this motherfucker with a scandal and he got to drop out the race. And he like, oh, damn.
right.
Now we left with this nigga and this nigga. And then it's like, how are we limited to these two candidates and we don't like none one of them? Just like when Trump and Hillary was running. You ain't no Trump like that politically yet, so you can't pop that old Trump shit, this, what he did this, because he ain't did shit yet. So my question is, like with the Hillary and Trump shit, everybody was like, we don't trust Hillary, but we don't know Clinton. Trump, my bad.
Right.
So he won.
Right.
Then we got to know him. He ain't win this time. See what I'm talking about? He game. But how do we keep electing the wrong fucking people? What made me think about this? I'm from the Reagan era. My teenage years was during the Reagan era, right? So Reaganomics is still in effect today. If you don't know your history, there's a documentary on Showtime right now about the Reagans. Watch it. Trust me. As a teenager, I understood that the Iran-Contra affair, before the trial even got to the point of what it was, drugs for guns mean It was a drug deal going bad. That's why that shit hit the fan. Being around drug dealers and knowing the game and knowing the nature of the beast, I understood that. Like, I picked up on that as a youth. I got that. Like, I understood the proceedings and all of that shit. I got it. That was a drug deal going bad. I said that before they even brought it out to the public. Drugs for guns.
What you mean drugs for guns?
Drugs for guns.
What you mean? You give me drugs, I give you guns?
Yep. Yep. And somewhere down the line, you have to understand these people play war games on all levels, though. Yeah. We talking about senators.
Yeah.
Senators, not people that you think would be involved in that type of process, but senators play war games, man. Everybody's doing backdoor deals and kissing ass. This is just politics in itself, man. But this is like the Super Bowl of politics once you in D.C. When you're talking about your local, that's a whole nother level of corruption right there. We don't have enough time to get into that. But I just think it's strange we don't never elect the person who does what they say they're going to do.
Yeah.
Think about that for a minute. We keep falling for the same bullshit rhetoric every time. Why I bring this up? Biden is about to add someone to his team that was responsible for a cover-up in Chicago already. This nigga ain't even took office yet. Man, let me research because I want to be correct on the name I'm about to call out.
Please do, because I don't know what you're talking about. I thought you were about to say he twisted his ankle.
Nah.
Playing with the dog with his old ass. You ain't see that?
Mm-mm.
I seen that shit before my phone fell down the side of the fucking mountain.
It's the mayor of the ex-mayor of Chicago. Hold up. I'm about to get it.
What is Marion Barry?
No. No.
Who is it?
Okay, here we go. Rahm Emanuel.
Okay. I've never heard of him.
He was the former chief of staff for Barack Obama. Now, I didn't even know that. I didn't even know he already had a chance. There was a cover-up. The boy in Chicago, y'all probably seen this video. He was walking down the street, the police pulled up, and they shot him 16 times. That guy. You remember that video? Laquan McDonald. Do you remember that video?
I think so.
They said he had a knife in his hand, and the police said he charged the police, but he didn't.
Yes, I remember. Yes.
You seen the video. I'm quite sure you have. If you haven't, look it up. Laquan McDonald. Anyway, there was a cover-up. And we're talking about from the top all the way down to alter the information to make the police department look good. We didn't. Let's talk about corrupt police now. It's that bullshit. But when you have the mayor co-signing this shit, right? And then you get elected on the backs of black people. Why would you pick him? There's a bunch of other qualified motherfuckers. You about to make an enemy of us already because you got what you wanted.
Yeah.
If he succeeds in selecting this man, it's going to be a problem. We're going to be back. Like, we ain't even have a chance to exhale from November the 8th shit. And they already on this bullshit already. We still in November, man. You ain't even did this shit yet. You ain't even been sworn in, my nigga. You fucking up already. Trust me. This is going to be a problem if he picks this nigga. You dig? So, look it up, man. Rahm Emanuel. Check out his track record for all you voters out there. This is what your boy is out here doing. Y'all thought y'all picked the right motherfucker. You about to find out. He on his bullshit early. Yeah, man. So we'll see how that goes. To the how did you and I meet in front of Big Lou's fighting in the street? Why that sound like somebody lyrics? So I said, what we do today affects the next generation. And what does it say about a country that has never elected the right man to lead us in even the playing field? My other question is, how can the people be so powerless for so long? Can anybody answer that question? How can the people be so powerless for so long? Because it's like children and then adults. And adults are the politicians, and everybody else that ain't related or affiliated are the children. And these are the adults who make decisions for us. You don't think that's crazy as hell, man? Everybody out here claim they grown. You get a house, you get a girl, you got a kid, you run your house, you the king or whatever. But when it comes to these motherfucking politics, you ain't shit. It ain't no different from black, white, brown, whatever. Fuck all that shit. That's just a distraction to keep us fighting amongst each other so they can do what the fuck they trying to get away with. All these motherfuckers in office ain't doing nothing but buying time. You had people who, because we probably ain't even paying attention, these motherfuckers done been in office 600 years. And still alive. We don't even know. They keeping these motherfuckers alive in the back. They'll clone this motherfucker 18 million times. And we ain't saying shit because it ain't really affecting us at the crib, but it is. It's affecting us in so many ways. So how are we so powerless for so long? You get educated people who get inside of the system and they either disappear or they get bought. These assholes work for us supposedly. That's how it's supposed to be. Now, let me tell you what's funny about that, Mr. Haskell. Being young, that's the mentality that I had. You work for me. Well, when I became a taxpayer, of course, but you work for me. I don't have that feeling anymore. And I don't think they do either. They work for, hold up, who did we say it was?
Big corporation.
No. Somebody else pulls the coattails on the police. That's they dogs. Was it city council? Was it city council? Was it the mayor? The mayor and the governor has that pull. That's why you don't see presidents getting involved in state.
Local.
Yeah, that's in-house shit. We don't fuck with that. They don't fuck with that. They don't have, what they do is they send in the National Guard. That's they pit bulls.
Yeah.
Okay, I've been a part of that. I know. Yeah. Other than that, all of that shit is in-house, in-state. Yeah, but yeah, I felt that way too for a while, man, but it don't feel like that no more. They don't fucking work for us no more. At least they don't act like it. Once again, how can people be so powerless for so long? Most of us go to school. Most of us get an education. You get some friends who say, well, I want to get into law. But then it's like they get into law and they don't make a difference. They get caught up in that hamster wheel of, well, you got to start here and then you work your way up. I've seen public defenders become solicitors, and then they go from solicitors to some other public office, and then next thing you know, they get a little gray hair on their ass, and they done did all the dirt they had to do, and then they go for the big dog shit. Okay? I've been around that long enough to see that shit happen. And we don't do nothing but talk shit amongst each other. But we have more power than that. So why don't we use it? Why the only time we want to use our power is against each other? Stand your ground or You on my property and all of this other bullshit that we fucking finesse. Why the only time we use our power is against each other, man? That shit is just weird to me. We ain't like it's us. We the motherfucking people. Okay? It's we the motherfucking people. We have so much power. But I know because we're not together, they win. Every motherfucking time. Every motherfucking election. Every year. Every day of your motherfucking life. And there are some people who are savages. Okay? They're savages. They're organized some outside shit. Outside, they call them outside agitators. They organize some outside shit just to keep some bullshit going up. It doesn't help them realistically. It just might help their cause. They get thrown a bone or some shit. But on a grand scale, it does nothing for fucking society. You dig? What's wrong with us? What is wrong with us that we can't get together and figure this shit out?
I gotta start voting at them local.
It's not. Is it that too?
That is where it starts. It's all about the people that they put in them local government positions, senators,
no doubt,
congressmen,
no doubt,
because those are the people that go on to be presidents. So in a place like this, they got to stop letting the white people overpower our vote because they're going to keep them old, racist ass white men.
Just about white though, and that's what I'm talking about. We, intelligent beings of this motherfucking planet, okay? Everybody is not designed to play that game. I get that. But they say it's strength in numbers. So I'm just doing this fucking math equation with you, right? There's a way to educate every fucking body on this planet, from the slowest motherfucker to the geniuses on this planet. So you can't tell me this shit can't be done, all right? What I'm trying to understand is, how do people take a blind eye to this shit? And it's like it doesn't affect you until it does affect you, and then you want to say something. You know how much fucking time you done wasted? So I'm basically addressing the motherfuckers who should be doing something. Okay? If there was an organization where we, the people, could be more proactive, aside from protesting and looting and burning up some shit, man, where's the educational value of our fucking species? Think about that. Everything is so, all of this shit, technological, but it's not real. Feel me? I've been playing video games since they brought them motherfuckers out. So understand what I'm saying. You gamers, okay, that's another world that you created, but it's not real. What about this real shit I'm talking about right now? Y'all the geniuses that I'm talking about. You off in your other world and you ain't, that shit don't bother me. I got my game, I got this, I got my drink, I got this. If you smoke, you got your smoke. You got a little money in your pocket, okay. Life is good. Hey, my girl done came through, I done got my nut off, I'm good. It's more to life than that. There are people on this planet who's been around for hundreds and thousands of years who have a foot on their fucking neck. And my people are losing their goddamn minds because we are so fucking divided. We don't even claim each other no more. That's worse than them Africans that come over here talking that they don't fuck with black people shit. But that's another fight. I'm not even about to get into that shit. But understand where I'm coming from. There are so many variables to this shit that we can't put this shit together, man. We don't have no fucking glue. But it starts with education. It starts with humanity. This ain't about skin color. Cause I bust a hole in the motherfucker, he gonna bleed no matter what race he is. All right? That's irrelevant. It's about this and this. What you gonna do with that? Because we can keep going and going and going, and the only thing we doing is getting further behind the motherfucking 8 ball, dog. You've been avoiding shit your whole life. You ain't put up a fight. You ain't stand for shit. How you helping? We need people to help. We need people to... We ain't throwing each other no fucking bones, man. And yet we use this social media for all kind of ignorant, unnecessary bullshit. Who cares? Where's the real value in it? Money ain't shit. Money ain't shit. It's a tool. Some people have better tools than other people. You did? But it ain't shit. I've seen rich people get sick and die. It happens to all of us. So why are we living this ugly lie when we could be living a beautiful lie? That you marinate on that one. Over 85% of our friends list is full of disgruntled employees. You know that? Think about that for a minute. All up and down your friends list, you got people complaining about something. A bunch of disgruntled employees. Who's really happy? Who you know that's happy? Who you know that's whole? Who you know that's complete? It's a deep question. 85% though. And I might be too generous with the 85. Wow, you said,
because I don't have that same experience.
how?
Because I don't.
If everybody on your friends list is not bossed up,
It's a couple of people. It ain't like, it's not everybody. Some people, because my friends list are people that I know, people that I went to school with, people that I grew up with.
what does that have to do with their happiness? It's
So
satisfaction.
okay. That's what I'm getting
Get at
at.
it.
Most people have children. Most people are doing what they wanted to do. Most people are getting money. The people that I see complaining is bitter. Baby mamas. That's what I see complaining.
85% of our friends list
85% bitter baby mamas.
are fucking disgruntled employees, man. Somebody has a complaint about something. But here's where I'm at with it. Let a motherfucker take these jobs away and they have nothing. Then what? Then what?
Tell you.
Then what?
They did that already with COVID.
Yeah, for some. But there are people who don't get it. I took my kids to a fast food restaurant. Please forgive me. And I told my daughter, I just paid $12 to feed me at Wendy's or some shit, right? And I'm like, yo, I can remember I had $5, same food, same shit, and it fed 2 people in the car.
Yeah.
So what the fuck changed? How the fuck?
You must be ordering.
How the fuck a $3 combo meal jumped up to $8-9? And why? Because I'm gonna tell you something. When it jumped up to like $5 to feed myself, I was complaining then. And then time, see, this is why you gotta pay attention and speak up and fight, because now that same fucking meal is almost $10. And you think of Outback or Chili's or Applebee's, where you could spend $10 and feed yourself with so-called better quality of food. So how the fuck fast food restaurants just been around for forever bleeding us like that, man? And they giving us shitty service and shitty food on top of that. How are we letting these things happen? I don't get it, man. We are letting too much shit slide, yo. You young boys, come on, man. We need y'all. Y'all need to be kicking up some motherfucking dust, man. Y'all have a cause. Y'all need to be making some noise, man. The nerds supposed to be running the country. I remember when there was a time when that wasn't the case. Hey, to each his own, brother. Get you. Always had nerds. I'm a street dude, but I always kept nerds on my team because I understood. I understood, man. People are people. Why wouldn't I want to fuck with somebody that's intelligent or more intelligent than me? I can learn from a motherfucker, man. It's simple economics here. But listen, I've said so much and yet said so little. I don't know who's here, who's watching, but this is what I do, man. Wednesday, we have a industry interview. We see how dope we are. We have an industry interview on Wednesday on our midweek music motivation show. So be on the lookout for that Wednesday at 8 o'clock. It's going to be a dope interview. It's somebody who's going to give you some exclusive shit about some industry cats that you probably like and you probably might not know him. You're probably going to find out from him on the show, though. So check us out, man. K Anonymous, DJ Incredible, Real Rap Talk Podcast. For anybody who sees this video, you do music, do poetry, send your stuff right there to Real Rap Talk Podcast at gmail.com. Please make sure it's MP3 format, and we will play your shit. Simple as that, man. I'm a fan of this industry. Even with the state that it's in, because I'm a believer that things gonna come around full circle. So we support up and coming artists any way we can. It's something that we could do to give back to the culture that we created. So why not? You dig? So peace, man. What?
You were supposed to end with some humorous stuff.
Nah, I ain't got no humorous stuff.
So you like?
I'm burning the fuck up in this sweater and this goddamn hat. I'm burning the fuck up.
To end it with some humorous stuff.
Look.
You can't end it on no.
Okay,
Tell a fucking knock joke or something like that.
I'm playing my video.
I ain't high enough for this shit.
You dig?
Look, man.
2,700 feet up in the air out this bitch.
I'm sitting on top of the motherfucking world.
You dig?
I'm in the car. I'm scared.
I'm scared, nigga.
Motherfucker want you to go up, and the motherfucker either want you to go down. I ain't even safe to be walking no motherfucker 20 minutes down no goddamn mountain, nigga.
Nope.
The fuck? I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get back to the crib to film my show, man.
You dig?
That's all I want to do.
Dedicated, goddamn. It's fucking Real Rap Talk Podcast.
We filming it now, like you did. Pray for your boy. Peace.